the questions who I make for this meeting.
Okay.
And
it's only us here?
yeah, I don't know. I was waiting because I have two more people checking in the class.
Okay.
But the questions who I make for the questions who sorry. But they don't stay here, so let's go ourselves. And in my meetings, I have that to share the questions and ask for the people who stay with me to show the questions who they prefer, because every time I take some big questions with discussions in there, and sometimes we don't use all the questions. So maybe if you we can start, but you can check the questions and look for someone who you prefer to answer, okay? Feel comfortable to do that.
All right.
So I will start making the first one. What are the key skills and experience that employees in your company must have to advance their careers? I go first to answer for you to think about. In my company, they make a big value of soft skills. So if you have the ownership, accountability, and you have the transparency and vulnerability to expose your challenges and your difficulties, and asking for help when necessary, you go to improve yourself in that. And but of course, we need to have the hard skills side to side. So in my company, depends of the area, but in the back end, we need to know about Node.js, TypeScript, a lot of other things, AWS Cloud, infrastructure, which using Terraform, and Postgres, and MongoDB, things like that. So what more we know about these tools, more quickly we improve in our careers in there, in your company. But it works.
Well, in my company, it's required a little more the language, English and Spanish, because we are I don't know, we are like outsourcing, but we are integrated, so we have a lot of partners. We are partner for many vendors, so like Cisco, VMware, these big vendors that we see here in the United States. So our team need to be well with English, and first English, it's a requirement to be hired an entity. So not fluency, we just need a technical English, to request, sometimes you need to request a ticket for the vendor. We need to do a support, and we need some acknowledge. We need the hard skill. The soft skill, I believe, it's a good communication. I believe it's required here, not just with Portuguese, English as well, and basically Spanish. It's good because we have a lot of customers here in South America. So and I believe that is one of the soft skills that is very required here, because not just here, but we see here in other companies it's important. But hard skill, I don't know, depend of the field here. I'm in network field, networking data center field here that is required for us some certifications to guarantee that we have some that we have acknowledged and some content, and to support the customer, because sometimes it's we cannot open a ticket with the vendor, so we need support and resolve the issue as more fast as possible. So because depend on the field, the position on entity. If you are a junior or senior, depend of the situation. So I'm senior. I'm senior network engineer here. So that's I need to resolve more fast some tickets that other coworkers that don't have the same experience. So yeah, that's it, I believe. We we need to work with a team here. It's require a lot, so we are independently for other teams here in TT. So that's why the communication and be proactive, very proactive here. It's important, you know, because it's hard for my manager to handle it alone some tasks. So he required from me and my team a lot of proactive tasks, and to avoid overwork here. So nowadays I'm overworking. I spend more time that is my shift here in NTT. So that's why we are. That's why it's one of the required to. We need to be more organize more our task and planning and prepare our day when we initiate the day to avoid overworking here. So I believe it's two things: good communication, you know, be proactive here, and be self-discipline to avoid overworking. I believe it's one of the things that help us.
Be a
And the company.
fireman sometimes.
Yeah, that's right, fireman. That's right.
Yeah, I got you. We have this we see the necessity of these skills too in my company, and be proactive and communicate your things, you know, is the two of most importance, I think, when you work in bigger team. Do you like to show some questions or follow the list?
Sorry?
Do you prefer show some questions or we can follow the list?
You can follow the list.
Okay. And do you like to read someone?
Okay. How does your company support professional development and learning opportunities for its employees?
Go ahead. Go answer that.
I don't have any idea about this question.
Yeah.
How does your company support professional?
I can go first, I think.
Okay. Okay.
My company have a little budget for our employees to take courses to improve themselves and their career, you know, and they make some agreements with some schools like FIAP, I don't know if you know, but they have some MBAs in the area of IT. So and another, I don't remember the name of the other, but is to MBA in healthcare, and because my company is a healthcare. And they provide this. They put some money in the table, and if I have the intention to start some course, I just need to start and submit the text for them. They pay for us.
Mhm.
Of course, we have a budget and we can ultrapass that, but I think this is the principal way they support our development and learning opportunities. They also encourage ourselves to make some projects in pairs, like you say, you as a senior and I am a junior yet. So sometimes I need to work with a senior guy to get some tips and, uh, improve myself quickly. So sometimes they encourage ourselves to work together, to make some solution together, and just to take this feeling to solve it quickly, the notion to look in the correct way, just for following the senior guy some moments. So there is the way to improve ourselves juniors in the company too. And your company support your learning future.
Of course, a lot. Support with we have a lot of how can I say we have a platform to support our employments here in many things, not just with soft skill, hard skill, and because my company the company provide workshops and trainings for us a lot. So I was last week I was in a training in Brasilia. So the customer gave me I believe 5 days. It's a course, it's a presential course here in Brasilia, and just to increase my knowledge and some tech knowledge that I need to support. And so I see a lot of opportunities in NTT because they gave for us the support that we need to learn and to develop our knowledge. So I'm I feel happy with this because it's hard to see other companies that that I went before. So it's hard because you don't have enough maybe financial to improve your empowerments, but here it's something that great because not just for example my company gave to me opportunity to learn more Spanish, so he gave to me a training, a free training here internally, so I can there's it's available a material for us, and there's a Spanish teacher here for us, so that's why it's great. So I don't know if the question is about this, but I believe that it's what I'm saying. Okay, yeah.
It's about in general how the company supports your learnership and to develop yourself. So
Okay.
So let's go and talk about the 3-1. But before go to the 3-1, I like to know, and in your career, the goal for you is be like a staff engineer, something like that, or do you have intention to go to lead people, and be?
No, I'd like to be just a staff.
Yeah,
No, a leader is not for me. I don't consider a leader this way. Um, yeah, I've been working as a staff for many years, so I don't consider that I will be able to change. I consider that I will change for other field, which is the project team here. So I'd like to migrate my career for a project team and on the the support. Sometimes it's boring, so I'd like to improve a little more my knowledge and in a specific field on that in data center to start to implement and in projects and customer projects here in Brazil. So that's, but not with a leader. I'd like a leader uh, above of
yes.
me.
I start with that because the questions it's know about mentorship and coaching and probably the company just forgive this for people who will be a leader. I don't know if
Yeah,
it can make difference, but the
yeah.
question was, can you describe and mentorship or coaching programs that exist within your organization? And in my
Mm.
case, I don't know. I think they don't provide anything like this. Uh, for leader or not, I think they don't provide in your company.
For me either. For me either, because I don't know. I can mentorship. Oh,
I
I
I
wish, I
know.
wish, I wish something like that here, but unfortunately, we don't have the same. This
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not something that I believe is implemented um in other parts of my company, but I don't see here in my team. I cannot see this in my team, but I believe it's something that exists here, but I uh, I can see, you know, it's it's not available for me to see this, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
see a lot of mails here in my company, so I receive a lot of mails about this coaching and mentoring in some specific department here. I believe on human research, I believe there's a lot of mentoring in other parts, but here in my department, I believe not. I believe not.
Yeah, I already know our CEO and CTO, they have good contacts. They know, uh, they stood some time abroad in the United States, so they have some contacts in big companies, and they can organize some meetings for the senior guys to develop themselves and the people who have the intention to be a leader. And I know that it happens with some guys, but not is like a project. It's,
Yeah,
if you ask for them, they can figure it out this for you, but not is like a project.
yeah.
Go ahead, read the next one, the 5.
Uh, how does your company evaluate employee performance and provide feedback for growing?
Oh,
Well,
what is
we,
the question? You show someone another?
huh?
What question you read?
Four.
Oh, for okay.
How does your company evaluate employee performance and provide feedback for growing? Well, here we have each 6 months we have a quiz. Not, I believe not 6 months. I believe in each 3 months we have a quiz here that we need to fill out um, to show some feedback for the company and what is the needs that we need not just we need to do a feedback for the customer, no, for the company, for our company, to evaluate if what is the feeling about the deployments, so that's something that the customer start to measure what's going on with our team. So in this way, my manager and the director and can handle it with this, and can provide some actions to improve our team, or to start or to challenge us with new things. So we have a quiz, we need to fill out the form, online form, and I believe it's, I don't know, I believe it's 3 months. Each 3 months we need to fill out this with a feedback, and this will, I believe this will for a specific team here that we will see, and we need to return, my manager returning with me. We schedule a call, and we start to analyze what I wrote on the quiz. So this will give a feedback if it's not good, or the process of working here is not working well. So in this way we can initiate or improve a little more our team. So it's constantly, this is a politic here that constantly is working well. So I feel, I feel great with this, because I started to improve a little more about just because my company is requesting my feedback for your employments here. So and we start to increase our performance here to deliver better results for our company. So I believe it's, for me, I believe it's working well this way. So because it's not a long time. I believe there are companies that spend, I don't know, 6 or maybe 1 year for someone feedback for your employments, and this it's not good, because we see a lot of layoffs, and people start to looking for other opportunities, and leave the company without feedback or what's going on. Now I don't feel great because this or that. So that's why I'm leaving. And or maybe because it's crazy nowadays. It's crazy because you there are a lot of opportunities, and better ways to work nowadays. So that's why it's so fast to leave our current employment and see other things. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So in my company, we have the habit to fill a form every week for our CEO. He asked for us to know about the feeling to work in that, so what is your journey, what is the amount of the work, it's great, it's not, it's full, it's very simple form, and we have a box to put your comments about the decisions of the company, the things who happens for us, the impact of our team, things like that. So we put our ideas in there every week, and every week we have a one-on-one with our leadership, and one of them in a month is like a one-on-one to see our PDE. So in that one, we discuss about our improvement in the work, you know, and the things we need to do better and not. And the other meetings is most like to, how are you doing? How is your challenge here? And in your life, everything's great or not? Tell more about you and your moment of life. No, it's more simple meetings. Just one a month. We discuss more detail about the steps of the
Great.
career.
Yeah, I forgot to say that we did the same thing once per week. We did one meeting per week to discuss this. So that's it's more fast than I mentioned before. So my manager report this constantly for his director, I believe, and this is we see that even with the quiz, it's something that it's more fast that I mentioned before.
Yeah. And is that they sometimes we participate in some meetings with other teams together, and the company have this aptitude to push ourselves to give feedbacks, you know. So sometimes we interact with other people and they ask for feedback a lot. Every time they ask, oh, how is that meeting? What is that presentation? What do you think about it? It needs to be faster, it needs to be more specific. Please give me your feedback, you know, every time. So they like feedback, and
yeah, that's right.
And ask for that a lot.
That's right.
So let's go for the 5-1 now. Are there any specific career paths or advancement opportunities available for employees in your company? Now I think.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I think we define by ourselves what is our goals and put this in our PDE. So this is my goal. I like to be, in my case, I like to be a leader someday. So for me, I have these steps to go together. And but this is my decision, you know. This is a specific career set by myself. And to get that, I need to follow the steps and have some opportunities to grow up in the company. And nowadays, I don't have the opportunity to grow to another level, you know. They don't have opportunities opened yet. But I don't know, probably I believe in some months they will open that for this changes, you know, because it's my goal, and for the company they say it's the same goal as me. So, but for I get this, I need to grow up and get some steps to follow, you know. So I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
And you, your company, how would it happen?
Yeah. Here I see there's some opportunities to be a leadership. Yeah, in my team. Leadership, I believe, and there are some opportunities to change for other team, like as I said, the project team. So and well, but I cannot see a lot of advanced opportunities here. You know, well, depend our vision, because if you have, yeah, depend of the hard skills. If you have hard skills, some specific, field that it's increase in our company. So of course, there are a lot of opportunities uh, to initiate other opportunities here. So, but depend of the field that the employment is involved. But here in my team is we have only 3 employments and my manager. So it's me and other 2 coworkers. So it's small here. It's small for me. This is to support Brazil and Latin. So
Oh
it's
my God.
it's small. Okay. So that's
I
why
can see a
that's
burnout in
yeah,
someone.
yeah, that's why I'm doing a lot of overworking because it's unfortunately we don't have um it's requiring some certifications here in my field that don't have a lot of people here in Brazil. So uh that's why. But yeah,
But they have opened opportunities for new employees, or is that the team and it's good, it's
that's
great,
is that
continue
yeah,
that?
it's fit. Now it's not. I believe it's. I don't know if it's the other opportunities to hire other here in my team, but with our team we are handling with the number of our queue. So we have a lot of we have a huge queue of tickets uh, for many customers, and so but it's not so huge for us. We uh, because we have a self discipline to start the tasks and start to as soon as possible. We decrease our queue more fast, very fast. So it's not so hard, not so hard to handle this our queue here. So yeah, and well, about the question, let me see. Advanced, are there any specific career path? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, I I don't have a clear idea. This is hard. These questions for me. I don't know why. I don't know because I don't know. Not just with this topic. I'm catching with a lot of questions that I cannot speak in English or thinking in English clear. I don't know why. I believe that's why it's better because it's the challenge for us. But career
Because
path
these
or
questions that I I drew today is difficult for you to process to answer.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe for me, and some because I cannot explain specifically what's. So there is some part of I'm doing a remote work, so I'm not presential. I'm not physically an officer. So I believe if I'll be an officer, I believe I could get in more acknowledge about my company with the other teams, but I'm working in my home, so I don't have so touch with other fields, you know.
but
But
your company is most part of the people who work that
yeah,
work essentially.
no, most of us
Part is
is doing remote work.
yeah. So my company doesn't have the place to go, It's just
Um,
remote. They
just
don't have
remotely.
yeah.
Great, great. Yeah, we have um, each week we have a weekly meeting here with the CEO, with the president, and all the teams here to explain what's going on in the company. And
How
to
many
me,
people go to this meeting?
I believe uh, More than 200 people. It's a
It's
lot of people.
impossible to see everybody in this
Yeah,
conversation.
it's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. You know, I know a little the 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 someone the teams, the different teams. So because nowadays it's easy, you know, you have contact online here on the team, or we use Abax, that's other tool available for Cisco. So so we are in touch a lot, so it's easy today to work in this way. So but uh to be honest, I'm not joining this type of weekly meeting with this bunch of guys on a room. So I don't know why, but sometimes I need. So my manager requests me to be in this meeting because there's something new that our president or the CEO of the company will share with us, that we need to be aware about this. But you know, for me, it's boring. It's boring, a little boring.
It is for everyone, but
Yeah,
we need to go.
yeah.
And do you work with some colleagues with lives in the same city of you or not? Everybody works in different places,
Uh,
but
yeah.
but you know someone in your state or city.
No, I don't know. I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone
Yeah.
in my state here in Fortaleza, Ceará. No, I don't know anyone, I believe. Most of my team is in São Paulo. Uh, I have been living in Brasilia since 2022, and so in August, in last year in August, I I came to here, and I live here with my wife. So
What's you choose Brasilia? It's your wife work who
yeah, life work.
make you
Uh,
you change
yeah,
the thing?
yeah,
The work of your
uh,
wife?
yeah, yeah. I met her in Brasilia, but she was living here in Fortaleza, and that's why I came to here with her. She convinced me to live here, and I agree with her, you know, because not just you know the weather in the center of Brazil, it's not so good. If for me it's bad, so for my health it's it's not good. So when I came here to here for northeast part of Brazil, so it's a lot better for me. So I can breathe well. I can my health it's increased each day. So for me, for personal reasons, here it's better for me. So, but and of course the opportunities to be doing a remote work. So I do two remote works in different shifts. So I do a shift in one company, and other shift that I do in other company that I'm employing in two companies. So that's why.
Mm.
So nowadays it's common. So there are a lot of IT guys that work in two, three. I see some guys that work in three, which for me it's
My
impossible.
God.
Working to do a multitask,
Just
uh,
one is a
it's
lot.
hard. Yeah, depend of what type of what you're doing, you know. But when I'm in the support field, depending of the amount of tickets in each company, we can handle it easy. Depending on our level of acknowledge, if you are senior, junior, depending on. So if you're a senior, you can handle it more easy.
Yeah.
If you're not, it's not a great idea. You feel
Here
stressed out.
we work in a way that we developer every. I don't know how is the organization who you use to work, but most of the companies using Kanban or something like that for organize the work.
Yeah,
But we use the shape up, and this is the worst part. I think we need to do a lot because don't receive tasks to do. We receive a briefing of a feature, and you need to organize the idea and divide this in tasks and check out if the system can support that, or if not, we need to provide this to the infra,
Yeah.
So we develop everything, the end-to-end, and the idealize and organize and deliver that. So it's a big thing to do. Doesn't matter if you are junior or medium or senior, you need to do your part in that, and it's crazy. It's very crazy. I am adapting with that, but it's very exhausting some days. But this is no way to have really flexibility, because we don't have the leadership pushing ourselves, or I don't know, put the finger in the things, oh, you need to do it that way. No, I will do the way I planning to do. It's my count in that. And it's great, but it's very exhaustive.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I put here in the chat the survey for you answer that about our meeting here.
Okay.
And please feel comfortable to suggest some topics, and I can create some more easy questions for answer based and working remotely and just you and your universities, so please share the things you like to talk about.
Okay.
And I will share here too my LinkedIn if you have attention. Please.
Sure.
Do that.
All
Okay.
Right. Okay.
See you in another meeting. It's a pleasure meeting you, and I don't know if you would like to see some talk something. Feel comfortable.
Okay. Thank you, Julia. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Okay. You too. Bye.